Hey everybody, welcome to the walkthrough for Chapter 8. Chapter 8 covers budgets and bank reconciliations. And so just like, we probably learned to budget in our own homes, make a plan for what we think we're going to receive in income and what we think we're going to spend in expenses. We do the same thing with our businesses. And so QuickBooks has a feature to help us budget. And then well, we'll talk more about bank reconciliation when we get there. But so again, we're just going to walk through the steps in the book. So of course, the book starts for Chapter 8 with the overview, and then we get into the section called budget creation. The instructions start with: to create a profit and loss budget for the sample company, do the following. So first, open your internet browser, then go to your sample company, Craig's Design and Landscape Services. And now we're going to click on the gear item. So this is step 3. And then we're going to go to budgeting. You can see that right there. So it's going to bring up add your first budget. So we're going to click on add budget. It's going to bring us up this sort of budget page. And then we're going to click next. All right, so we're going to leave the default fiscal year, what it has, and type budget 1 as the budget name. I'm in step 5. Then we're going to click next. And now we're going to start putting in our budgeted amounts. So we click on the design income column. And then we'll type $3,000 in the January box. So that's step 7, to click on the design income row. And then step 8, type 3,000 in the January box. And then we're going to place our cursor right here where it says copy across. And we're just going to click that. And so that means we're budgeting $3,000 in income for the whole year. Okay. So that's step 8. Step 9, we clicked on it. Step 10, add additional monthly amounts in the January column for income accounts as follows: fountains and garden lighting. So right here, we think we're going to make $2,000 in January. Plants and soil, another $2,000. In real life, of course, you'd be making up these numbers, right? You'd be saying, this is how much I think we're going to make. Sprinklers and drip systems, 500. And installation, 300. And maintenance and repair was $50. Pest control services, of 100. Sales of product income, 1,000. And services of 400. All right, so here we are. We've projected all of these incomes for January. And then the total that adds up to is 9,350. So step 11, it wants us to copy across each amount entered for the entire year and click save. So it wants us to assume that we're budgeting for these amounts each month for the whole year. In real life, it may be like this, where you budget the same amount for each month, or you may have some seasonal items that you expect, to make money in some way during a given time of year and not every month of the year. So in real life, we're only limited by what we think is really going to happen. this company thinks that they're going to make $9,350 in revenue, in essence, per month. So for a total of $112,200 in revenue for the year. All right, so that was step 11, where I copied each amount across, and now I'm going to click save. And again, we just did that so that we didn't accidentally like lose our data or something. So now we're going to scroll down the budget worksheet, and in January, we're going to add some expenses. So we have cost of goods sold of 400. I'm on step 12, by the way. Advertising of 100. Automobile 500. Equipment rental of 100. Insurance. I don't like when it does that little weird thing when I scroll, but it's okay. Job expenses of 1,000. Legal and professional. Let's see, there's legal and professional. 950. Maintenance and repair. 900. Rent or lease. 800. Utilities of 500. And miscellaneous of 3,000. All right, so there we go. We've got all our expenses in there. And so it looks like we're expecting total expenses of 5,100 plus total miscellaneous expenses of 3,000. And so our revenue of 9,350 minus our expenses of 8,100 is going to give us a total net income of 850 for the month. Now it's going to tell us to copy across each of those expenses that we just entered. So again, we'll just come in here and click the copy across button. Our internet's a little bit slow. So. All right, so now we can see our totals here that are, let's see, our total revenue for the year, 112,200 minus our total expenses gives us a total net income for the year of 10,200. A couple of features that they have in here that you won't, that the book doesn't necessarily tell you about is you can collapse these categories. So like we have maintenance and repair, and we have lots of different items in there, but we can collapse them down just to see the larger category if we want to. And then we can always expand them if we want to see more detail. So especially for those ones where there might be multiple items. Sometimes that just makes everything easier to see. So that's a nice feature. I'm not sure why it's doing this thing where it, or when I scroll, it leaves a little line there, but I'm going to just X out of it and then I should be good. All right, so that was step 12, and now we will hit step 13, which is click Save and Close. And we've created our budget for the year. So that's nice. So that's the end of the first section, budget creation. And next we'll move on to the second section, which is budget reports.